Two students hit by cars so far this year right outside Wayzata High School has parents concerned.
We've been relayed from the school that they've been receiving some phone calls from concerned parents, and we're addressing those.
Both victims were runners. The first happened last month when a fellow student hit him in the intersection leading into the parking lot. That victim had to be airlifted. Then Monday afternoon, another runner was hit by a 50-year-old driver in the same intersection. Now, police and administrators are talking about potential changes.
So they've changed routes where they can run on school property and changed kind of places along the property where they would prefer the students cross the street.
When the final bell rings, dismissal can be chaotic. The Plymouth Police Department will have patrols nearby for the foreseen future and will ticket drivers and pedestrians for violations. Other districts are focusing on safety as well. Minnetonka High School has paraprofessionals directing traffic at the high school at dismissal. Bloomington School District tells us when parents line up to pick up their children, we expect them to follow the vehicle in front of them and not pull out to pass or go around. This is the time that is of greatest safety concerns. And the St. Paul School District tells us we've moved our bus pickup location from parent pickup. This helps reduce foot traffic significantly. Despite the two recent incidents at Wayzata, police say these type of accidents are still rare.
I don't recall off the top of my head the last time a pedestrian was struck up here.
Here at Wayzata High School, the student who was hit yesterday suffered only minor injuries, but the student who was hit a month ago, as I mentioned, had to be airlifted. Police are still investigating both instances to determine whether the driver was at fault or if perhaps it was a case of carelessness on those runners. Julie.
All right. Thank you, Lou.